Hey everyone, I'm Beth and this is my speech on why protecting native plants and pollinators matters for our food supply. Think about what you ate today. Maybe it was an apple, a salad, or even a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. What many people don't realize is that a large portion of the foods we eat depends on pollinators like bees and butterflies. According to the US Department of Agriculture, 1 out of every 3 bites of food we eat depends on pollinators. Most people don't think about pollinators when they eat things like fruits, vegetables, or nuts, but our food supply depends on them every day. If pollinator populations continue to decline, the availability, cost, and quality of many foods could be affected. Protecting pollinator-friendly native plants is essential for food security because native plants support pollinators. Also, these plants strengthen our ecosystem and help ensure a stable food supply for future generations. First, I will discuss the problem of pollinator decline. Then I will explain how native plants can help solve this problem. And lastly, I will address opposing arguments against protecting native plants. Pollinator populations are declining due to habitat loss, the use of harmful pesticides, and climate change. As roads and infrastructure replace natural habitats, pollinators lose the food and shelter they need to survive. This issue is urgent because pollinators play a major role in agriculture. According to the USDA, approximately 35% of the world's food crops depend on animal pollinators. Fewer healthy pollinators lead to lower food production, which in turn raises the cost of food. One of the most effective ways to support pollinators is to protect and plant pollinator-friendly native plants. Native plants have evolved with local pollinators to supply things like nectar, pollen, and the habitat that these species need. Unlike many non-native plants, native species are specifically adapted to local ecosystems. By planting native plants, such as the common milkweed plant, in our communities, we can create safe habitats that help pollinator populations recover. This solution benefits everyone. Pollinators contribute billions of dollars to agriculture each year, and protecting the plants helps protect our food supply. Something as simple as planting native flowers can make a meaningful difference. Here are some counter-arguments. Some people argue that pollinators can survive with any plant, making protecting native plants unnecessary. Others believe native landscaping requires more effort and money. Research shows that native plants provide the most reliable food sources and habitat for local pollinators. Many native plants are also adapted to the local weather conditions because they naturally belong in the environment. Native plants also require less water, maintenance, and other resources than non-native plants do. Native plants offer the greatest benefits to both pollinators and the ecosystems that they inhabit. So, I would like to keep you aware that pollinator populations are declining for many reasons, but all of which are within human control. The decline of healthy pollinators threatens food security as they have an impact on the production of the foods we eat. Protecting and planting native plants provides an effective solution to pollinator decline. You must learn about native plants in your area and try to plant pollinator-friendly plants in your yard, around your community. I strongly encourage you to support local conservation efforts as they directly impact your life and your food security. So, the next time you sit down for a meal, remember 1 out of every 3 bites of food depends on pollinators. By protecting native plants today, we can help ensure that both pollinators and people continue to thrive in the future. Thank you.